Welcome, friends. My name is Avinash Gorakshekar, and I welcome all of you again to another interesting episode of Konexio HighFlyers. Friends, as all of you are aware, we introduce emerging companies from emerging sectors and we make it a point to talk to the promoters and the top managements of such companies. This helps all of us to get first-hand information from the top management and which helps all our investors to take a very conscious investment call. And friends, today we've got another interesting company which is going to hit the capital market very soon. The company's name is Narmadesh Brass Industries Limited. And I have the privilege of having Mr. Hitesh Dudhagara, who is the chairman and managing director of the company. हितेश जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर आज टाइम देने के लिए सर इस
Thank
छोटे
you.
मुझे पता है सर अच्छी खासी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपके साइड से मिलेगी तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद
Okay.
सर पहली बात बताइए ये जो ब्रास का बिजनेस है आपका मैं देख रहा था कि हम ब्रास में तो काफी काम करते हैं सर पहला छोटा सवाल जो मुझे पूछना है कि सर ये बिजनेस की जर्नी कैसे चालू की ये क्या आपने खुद शुरू किया था या आपके फादर के टाइम का बिजनेस था जो आपने आगे बढ़ाया सर क्योंकि बहुत कम कंपनीज है जो इस स्पेस में काम करती है
Actually, my father and family have started this business in the 1977. So it's our family business. And I am also in this business since 2003. So we are very familiar with this.
अच्छा ओके सर अभी अपने बिजनेस के बारे में कुछ बताइए इफ यू कुड शेयर विद अस यू नो व्हाट इज द ब्रॉड बिजनेस मॉडल व्हाट आर द काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स व्हिच वी एक्चुअली मैन्युफैक्चर इन दिस सेगमेंट इफ यू कैन गिव अस सम फ्लेवर ऑन द प्रोडक्ट्स व्हिच वी cater in the brass segment
Okay. Initially, we have started the company Narmadesh Brass Industries Limited and Narmada Brass Industries, which was earlier in the partnership firm, and it started in the last quarter of the 2019. And you know that in the initial, we have faced the COVID stage, and after that COVID stage, we have in the full faster flow. So in the after 2021, we have initially we have manufacturing the brass components, and after that we utilize our full working capital in terms of road sale and billet sale. Billet sale we are exporting to export market, and from turning component we are giving in the domestic market. So we are the manufacturing line and we have all facility like melting, forging, machining and conventional machine, and currently new scenario CNC, VNC, automation, whatever required related to brass. We have all the types of machineries, and we are serving the industries like agriculture fittings, pipe fitting, electrical fittings, etc.
ओके तो फाइन अंडरस्टूड सर मेरे को एक बात बताइए कि हमारा जो यू नो एसक्यूज है हम कितने एसक्यूज यू नो व्हाट आर द काइंड ऑफ number of SKUs we make you know you said you cater to so many industries first is on the number of SKUs and secondly you know what is our install capacity if you can tell us something on the total install capacity as on that and what is the overall capacity utilization
Uh, Capacity utilization, you can say that we have each and every stage product have marketable. So initially we are melting it. So melting capacity of our foundry is 12 metric ton per day. So near about 300 metric ton per month, and you can calculate near about 4,000 metric ton per year. But
okay
if we are going for the forging, then it will be reduced because that rod same will be used in the forging. And if we go for the forging cell, we can produce near about 7 to 8 metric ton per day forging. We have near about 12 to 15 forgings relating hydraulic forging, power press, screw press, automated online forging, etc. That type of forging. And next product of our line, process line, is the turning component. And we have an installed capacity of turning components currently is 3 metric ton per day. So which product we are selling, it depend on that. So we have a three type of stages like rod and billets, forging, and another is the turning component. So each and every stage have a different type of production capacity. So you
Okay.
say that for turning component is a 3 metric ton, for forging component is per day 7 or 8 metric ton, and for rod and billets, it's you can say that near about 10 to 12 metric ton per day.
ओके, तो अंडरस्टूड। हितेश जी, नाउ टेल मी वन थिंग कि हमारा नेटवर्क किस प्रकार का है? लाइक वी हैव गॉट अ लार्जली बी टू बी बिजनेस। सर, हमारा मार्केटिंग नेटवर्क क्या है? हमारे कितने डीलर्स है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स है? हाउ डू द प्रोडक्ट्स फाइनली गो टू द कस्टमर? डू यू डायरेक्टली डिस्पैच टू द कस्टमर, और यू हैव अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नेटवर्क जो आप यूज करके फाइनली कस्टमर को प्रोडक्ट बेचते हो? सर, इसके बारे में बताइए।
No, we are basically B2B customer, not B2C. So B2C require dealer, distributor, all these things. So in B2B customer, we are generally supplying to the manufacturing industry. Like in agriculture, we are manufacturing and supply to the agriculture industry who are further manufacturing the agriculture equipments. In bathroom fittings, we are sell our products to the bathroom fitting manufacturer who are further sell their products. And for the same in the electrical fittings and pipe fitting also. Pipe fitting, we are manufacturing valves and fittings, which are further used in the manufacturing of other same assemblies they are manufacturing.
ओके, अंडरस्टूड। सर, एक बात बताइए कि टिपिकली व्हाट वुड बी द टोटल नंबर ऑफ एक्टिव कस्टमर्स? लाइक इतने सालों से बिजनेस आप चला रहे हो सर, व्हाट इज द नॉर्मल नंबर व्हिच वी कैन एज्यूम? लाइक जो भी रेवेन्यू आपने FY 25 के लिए शेयर किया है, व्हाट इज द टोटल नंबर ऑफ एक्टिव कस्टमर्स करंटली वी आर हैंडलिंग? ये जो B2B कस्टमर्स है।
Currently we have near about 40 to 50 customers. Among those, top 15 customer have a demand of near about they are consume our 60 to 70% production, and remaining will take near about 30 to 35% production.
No, understood. Sir, tell me one thing. Normally, दो चीजें important है हमारे business में. Is our business driven by what is the kind of order book do we have, or do we get rolling orders from your existing customer? जैसे आपने बोला कि top 15 customers account for almost 60% of your revenue. So, sir, how does this industry work? Is it order book driven? उसके हिसाब से आप production plan करते हो, dispatch plan करते हो, और sir pricing कैसे होता है? Like for example, suppose there is a price increase in the brass, which is the basic raw material for you. Sir, how do you take care of that pricing? Is it flexible, or are most of the contracts fixed in nature? Sir, इसके बारे में बताइए।
Generally, there are two types of price fixing nature. In one type is a contract, like some customer wants going on the quantity base, like we require next 100 ton, 50 metric ton for this set. On that basis, we purchase same quantity material. More than that, and procure that material for that order. And some customer who always on the order base, when they are give us the orders and give us the we are giving him quotation, and on that quotation base they are issue the purchase order. So there are only two methods, and
Okay.
we are in initial stage when we are approaching to some new customer or existing product for the new product. At that time, we giving him some bifurcation of the production cost. So once each and every year, that other indirect cost like transportation, electricity, and labor cost, that were each and every 15 or 18 months it will change. And base metal at a new contract or new order, each and every time we are going as per the base metal rate.
Oh, no, no, understood. Sir, one question which was also there in the earlier question which I asked you. Sir, हमारा धंधा order book driven है या basically rolling orders मिलते हैं, हम लोग production करते हैं? Sir, how does this production lineup happen for you? Because obviously you must be having a lineup of customers, orders, and then of course you must be planning your production. So, sir, इसके बारे में
Generally, we are backlog of the 15 to 20 days order book, and they are generally repetitive orders from
हाँ,
last 3 or 4 years. So we are experienced that in this season, this part will be the we have to take into the production. It's on the depends on the season and area, because in some part of the India, some other products is working, some other parts like in south products not working in the north, and north product not working in the south. So as per that, we are we are going for our advanced planning that for
Okay.
especially for the agriculture. For the up to the September season, there is different type of products are there. But after November and December, there is other products of the agriculture we're running. So we have a experience in line that from last 15 years. So we are
Okay.
doing our planning as per that.
चलो अंडरस्टूड हितेश जी अभी मेरे को बताइए यू टेल मी वन थिंग दैट brass is something which is a most important raw material for us sir how do you do the inventory management do you do some sort of buying in the first half or second half to take care of raw material price volatility and currently from where do you buy your main raw material brass आप कहाँ से खरीदते हो इंडियन वेंडर से या आप इंपोर्ट भी करते हो
We are doing both. Our generally 40 to 50% on the import base and 40 to 50% on the local base. When our import cycle will be late due to the shipping line, so we have another open option on the local market also. So we can procure the local market also and from the import also.
Okay. So basically, you have local vendors also. So these come from what? Basically, distributors, traders. I mean, who are there in the market, or basically some companies which actually make brass. Directly, आप कहाँ से source करते हो? If you
As I say you that we are importing 40 to 50% from the import and 40 to 50% local market. In local market, there are so many supplier of the brass scrap. In Jamnagar, I know near about 100 to 150 suppliers who have a regular brass scrap in their cycle. And they are also importer or from the Indian, some suppliers from the other places like Mumbai, Kolkata, southern part of the India, northern part of the India. They are procuring the material from there. So as per the market availability and market rate, we are consuming both. We have near about 20 to 25 suppliers from the local vendor also.
okay. Well, understood. Hitesh now just wanted to understand. You all have been in the brass business for a very long time. Sir, थोड़ा सा हमको market opportunity के बारे में बताइए कि what is your sense in the next say 3, 4, 5 years ये brass का consumption कितना बढ़ेगा और हमको कितना benefit मिलेगा because typically brass is a very niche category which you operate. So you mentioned about a lot of agriculture, non-agriculture sectors. But in your assessment, looking at the kind of current demand trends, कितना बड़ा market हो सकता है और हम इसको कैसे capitalize करेंगे?
In the brass market near future, because brass is a necessity, safe material in the to resist the atmosphere condition. Like
Okay.
iron, zinc, aluminium, all the material cannot withstand against the humid atmosphere, like in the monsoon. But brass have no effect against the atmosphere. So near future of the brass, it must be used wherever it necessary. And our we are also in the very good line frame of the brass manufacturing, because there are rare factory in the Jamnagar who have all the facility of the importing, melting, forging, and turning. Like us, we have to purchase only material and we have to sell only the finished component. All the process we are doing in one roof only.
Okay. No, understood, sir. Now tell me one thing, sir. Basically, when we cater to the B2B customer, जो हमारा customer होता है, sir, frankly, what is the main value addition which we offer? Like, in a very simple way, one were to ask you that, what is the value add we offer to the customer? Is it only the best quality or best price? Or you try to, be little innovative, you try to come out with some new products, your execution is very good, your service quality is good. तो सर 2-3 क्वालिटेटिव पॉइंट्स हमको बताइए जो हमको थोड़ा सा बताएंगे कि आप अपने सेक्टर में दूसरों के मुकाबले में काम अच्छा करते हो सो 2-3 क्वालिटेटिव पॉइंट्स इफ यू कैन शेयर फॉर अस
दूसरे के मुकाबले हम लोग अच्छा काम क्यों कर सकते हैं? मैंने इनिशियली आपको बताया कि वी हैव होल प्रोसेस इन आवर फैक्ट्री. So we
ठीक है
have our own quality control department at each and every stage. So we can give good quality with the faster time. Like you say, other company can give that product with like big quantity is there. Then they, if they can give near about 20 or 25 days, then we can faster than by 1 week. We can give him near about 15 days. And quality quantity we can supply him at same rate or maybe some higher rate, because some of the customers require quantity faster. In this time nobody want to make the inventory in their account, so
बरोबर.
each and every company want to list the inventory of their company, so they require the fast delivery. On that basis we are very better than others.
नहीं ठीक है. आई थिंक सो बेसिकली आपका प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी का फोकस, इंटीग्रेटेड अप्रोच, दिस इज व्हाट आई थिंक separates you from the other peers. And nice to know. Sir, now Hitesh ji, let's talk about the financials. I was just seeing your FY25 financials. Sir, top line तो अच्छा बढ़ा है आपका 87 crores, but sir there was a dip in the profits. Profit मेरे ख्याल से YOY थोड़ा सा कम है. तो sir, any specific reason why the profitability was down?
प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी डाउन हुआ है दो रीजन की वजह से। एक तो 23-24 में मार्केट थोड़ा अच्छा था, और उस साल में हमें एक बेसिकली बड़ा ऑर्डर मिला हुआ था कस्टमाइज प्रोडक्ट का। कस्टमाइज प्रोडक्ट आपको हर जगह पे नहीं मिलती है, किसी स्पेसिफिक प्रोडक्ट कंपनी को चाहिए थी और उसको बहुत कम टाइम में चाहिए था। जो हमने उसको प्रोवाइड करके दिया तो उस ऑर्डर का जो स्पेसिफिक प्रॉफिट था वो। और 24-25 में थोड़ा मार्केट रेट जो हमारा परचेस था कंटिन्यूसली फर्स्ट हाफ में, जो हमारा लास्ट परचेस था उससे कंटिन्यूस 15-20% गिरा। उसकी वजह से फर्स्ट क्वार्टर का जो प्रॉफिट है वही मैंने अपने डाउन कर गया।
चले समझ। अच्छा हितेश जी, अभी ऑलरेडी हम लोग अक्टूबर में है सर। व्हाट इज द काइंड ऑफ आउटलुक, विदाउट गिविंग नंबर, हितेश जी, पूरे साल का आपको क्या लगता है कि 26 कैसा रहेगा? विदाउट पुटिंग नंबर्स, अगर आप हमको थोड़ा सा एक डिमांड आउटलुक आपके पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बताएं, दैट विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर ऑल द इन्वेस्टर्स।
As per the last 2 or 3 years our record, we hope that this year also we gradually increase near about 15-20%. And after the IPO, due to the increase in all the capacity and all this, we have our target from the next year. It growth rate should be near about 25-30%.
समझ। अच्छा हितेश जी, मैं एक आपका प्रोस्पेक्टस देख रहा था सर। देयर इज अ ओल्ड कस्टमर जिसने आपको 2 साल से आपको पैसा दिया नहीं है, करीबन 4 crore का पैसा है। तो सर ये आपको क्या लगता है, ये पैसा आपको मिलेगा? बिकॉज 2 साल काफी लंबा पीरियड होता है, तो ये पैसा क्यों फंसा इन द फर्स्ट प्लेस? जरा इसके बारे में बताइए।
Currently, we are also charging the interest on that, and they are also agree with that, and they are not in current position that give the payment. So
ओके
we are continuously touch with him, and we if they will not more hope, then we go to the court and take legal action against him. So
ओके।
we are
तो
never waive off from our account.
नहीं ठीक है। आई थिंक अच्छा, गुड 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 दैट यू गिव अस क्लैरिटी, क्योंकि सर इससे क्या है ना, इन्वेस्टर्स को भी थोड़ा अच्छा क्लैरिटी मिलती है। सर अभी लेट्स टॉक अबाउट आईपीओ। सर वी आर गोइंग पब्लिक, सो इट इज अ बिग अचीवमेंट फॉर यू सर। ऑल योर एफर्ट्स आर गेटिंग रिफ्लेक्टेड and that will help you going forward. Sir, first tell us what is the amount we plan to raise, कितना पैसा हम मार्केट से उठाने वाले हैं ये आईपीओ से, and sir what is the main purpose of this IPO money?
Um, As per our financial account records, we are raising the near about in between 35 to 45 crores, and we are using that fund to enhance our quality production, new machines like CNC and multi-action machine of the same like VMC. And we are also going to introduce new product in the new sector, so special working capital required for that. So we use that IPO fund to pay the loans, so we can debt free and interest free, and procure some new machineries, and using the rest of the monies in the working capitals, so we can grow at the faster rate.
ओके, तो अंडरस्टूड। सर ये जो नया सीएनसी मशीन और जो नया इक्विपमेंट आप बोल रहे हो सर, बाय व्हाट टाइम डू यू एक्सपेक्ट दिस टू बी ऑपरेशनल? यानी ये आईपीओ होने के बाद सर, कैन वी एज्यूम दैट नेक्स्ट ईयर जो भी ये मशीन्स आएंगी, दे विल बी ऑल बी इंस्टॉल्ड इन द फैक्ट्री एंड यू विल बी एबल टू गेट द बेनिफिट ऑफ दिस?
Yes, as per my assumption, assumption, near about in the February initial stages, in the initial part of the first half of the February, we can install and start that machines, and we can get benefit from the first quarter of the next year for all that machine.
Okay. ठीक है. अच्छा sir, now since you have mentioned something about working capital, sir, tell us one thing in our business. Normally, what is the working capital cycle? You know, you get the order from the client, you manufacture it, you sell it to the customer, then the customer makes the payment. Sir, typically हमारा मोटा मोटी working capital cycle कितना लंबा होता है?
Working capital cycle from the payment we are giving to our vendors and we are getting from our customers is near about 105 to 120 days, in between that average.
Okay. अच्छा सर, दूसरी बात मेरे को आपको पूछना था कि फाइनली सर अभी आपने कंपनी चलाई है, सर आपकी थोड़ा सा मैनेजमेंट टीम के बारे में बताइए. आप फ्रेंकली आपका फंक्शनल रोल में क्या है? आप नया बिजनेस देखते हो, एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेस को मैनेज करते हो, अलग अलग कौन कौन से वर्टिकल्स, फाइनेंस का या मार्केटिंग का, आपका टोटल एम्प्लॉय बेस कितना है, और सर हाउ इज द फंक्शनल एरिया डिवाइडेड, लाइक आपका मेन फंक्शनल रोल क्या है वो पहले बताइए.
मेरा मेन फंक्शनल है टू वॉच एंड सी द all the manufacturing and financial activities.
Okay.
And marketing, we don't require any marketing more because due to our quality and relatively timely supply of our quantity, the customer is coming very fast rate. And
Okay.
other thing, you say that we have a very skilled labor team, and each and every department have a two skilled operators in charge. Like in foundry, we have a 3 in charge. In forging, we have a 2 in charge, and in machining we have a 3 department. In each and every department have a 2 in charge. So near about 20 members of 20 skilled members are there, all
Okay.
regarding quality and manufacturing, and all have a very good experience of last minimum 10 to 15 years experience.
ठीक है. हितेश जी, एक सवाल जो इन्वेस्टर्स एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे, which all of you will also appreciate, is that you will be getting new investors in your growth journey. They will be looking at you as a very strong promoter. Sir, what would be your message to them? क्योंकि सर अभी तक कंपनी आपने खुद चलाई थी, अभी तो पब्लिक इशू हो रहा है, तो सर आगे चल के आप उनको क्या मैसेज दोगे? किस प्रकार से यू कैन टेल देम कि भाई वैल्यू क्रिएशन होगा, भाई फाइनली शेयर मार्केट है, ऑल ऑफ अस नो दैट एवरीबॉडी कम्स टू मेक गुड इन्वेस्टमेंट हियर. So what is your long-term message to such kind of investors who would be interested to put money in your company?
we मैं जो होप कर रहा हूँ कि जो अभी तक हमारा जर्नी है, वो जर्नी जो 15 to 20% का था, आईपीओ आने के बाद हमारा परिवार और बड़ा हो जाएगा, और बड़ा होने की वजह से हम लोगों की ताकत और भी बढ़ेगी. तो मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि हमारा ग्रोथ रेट 30% से अबव हो, और प्रॉफिट ऑफ मार्जिन है वो एक कॉम्पिटिटिव मार्केट में भी हम सेम टू सेम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि इससे और बढ़े, रेशियो में, नॉट इन द टर्म्स ऑफ द नंबर्स.
ठीक है, अच्छा है सर. आई थिंक नाइस टू हियर. सर आखिरी सवाल हितेश भाई, मेरे को बताइए सर, हमने कोविड देखा है, जैसे आपने बोला कोविड के बाद परफॉर्मेंस थोड़ा ऑब्वियसली अफेक्ट हो चुका था, लेकिन कोविड छोड़ने के बाद सर ये धंधे में व्हाट इज द मेन रिस्क? हमारे धंधे में सबसे बड़ा रिस्क क्या है जो हर वक्त आप 24/7 मॉनिटर करते हो? सर इसके बारे में बताइए.
मैं आपको स्पेशल एक चीज बताना चाहूंगा. कोविड से पहले जो हमारी कंपनी, हम लोग जिसको माल देते थे, मतलब जो कंपनियां थी और जो हमारे कस्टमर थे, वो लोग स्टॉक रखते थे. मगर कोविड के बाद अभी किसी को स्टॉक नहीं रखना है, मतलब वो स्टॉक नहीं रख रहे हैं अभी. तो वो हमारे लिए अच्छा हुआ है, हमारी जैसी कंपनियों के जो फास्टली दे सकते हैं और बेटर दे सकते हैं क्वांटिटी क्वालिटी. सो कोविड के बाद ये हमें बहुत अच्छा ग्रो मिला है. उसका रीजन यही है कि उन लोगों ने स्टॉक रखना बंद कर दिया. जो हम लोग फास्ट दे सकते हैं वही हम, मतलब कोविड के बाद ये अच्छा पॉजिटिव साइन है.
अच्छा अच्छा, नहीं ठीक है. तो उसका मतलब बेसिकली कहीं ना कहीं कोविड ने आपको थोड़ा सा एक बेनिफिट दिया है, और जो आपको कैपिटलाइज करने को मिला है. तो एनीवे हितेश जी, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करने को. आई थिंक बहुत अच्छी जानकारी आपने दी और काफी इश्यूज को आपने क्लेरिफाई किया. सर मेरी तरफ से आपको, आप पूरी मैनेजमेंट टीम को बेस्ट विशेस, और सर पब्लिक इशू के लिए भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू, नमस्कार.
थैंक यू.